this is the Miss Wolfie from our Half Acre Homestead, and today I'm going to make macaroni and cheese stuffed meatloaf wrapped in bacon, and the recipe comes courtesy of the YouTube channel Smoked Meat with Jeff. Now for this recipe, you're going to need 2 pounds of extra lean ground beef. We want it extra lean because we're wrapping it in bacon. I got these from the local butcher shop. 2 pounds each. We have, I don't know, 2 cups of grated cheese, 2 eggs, a couple of cups of breadcrumbs, some al dente macaroni. You do not want it fully cooked because it's going to be put inside the meatloaf. And I have some green onions just for flavor and color. And for in my meatloaf, I have onion flakes, garlic, granulated garlic, and basil. I'm not adding salt because of the cheese and the bacon. Let's get started. You're also going to need some kind of roasting pan with a wire rack on the bottom because you don't want this sitting on the bottom of your tray because you don't want it, sitting in bacon grease. Okay, the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to do a bacon weave. And my camera wasn't recording, so you missed it. I've got a piece of parchment paper down, and I'm laying out an odd number of strips of bacon. Here I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. That's about right. But because my meatloaf is probably going to be wider, I'm going to start with a bacon weave, and then when I get down to here, I'm going to overlap. So the way Jeff shows to do it is to fold down every other piece of bacon. And we want this all to line up nicely. Let's see if that's going to overlap. Excellent. Well, actually, we want this here, don't we? And we're going to overlap the extra piece of bacon so that it matches up and we don't want it to fall apart. Okay, so I'm getting close to the end here. And what I want to do is, I want to extend my bacon. Now this is going to be double here, but that's okay. I'm going to do it for my offset piece, and I'm overlapping this one string, and then I'm going to very carefully, it's just this part where you've got your bacon overlapping that you have to be careful. I think I'm going to have just enough. Yeah. I may have made the weave a little bit, the bacon weave a bit bigger than I ought to, but it should work. Okay, now this one needs to go this way, and I'm going to very carefully fold the overlapped ones that I'm going to be weaving, every other one, like this. Oh. Well, if I don't, then I'll trim it. Okay, and we'll bring these back. The double weave's a little more difficult because we have to patch things. And that's, if I don't have enough bacon for this end, well, it'll just get tucked. Okay, so I should have actually made this one strand shorter, and this would have evened up nice and square, but I'm not going to mess with it. So now we're laying the piece of parchment on top of the bacon so that we can see where the bacon's going to be if we're going to make our meatloaf. Here is our breadcrumbs, our seasonings, and our ground beef. And now we're just going to add 2 eggs. Good job. All right. Now, you don't have to add bread, but I think you need the binder, which is the egg. And if you don't add bread, your meat would be really slimy. And we don't want it too slimy for the simple reason is we have to be able to peel it off the paper and roll it up. And you wouldn't be able to do that if it was sticking to the parchment paper. Make sure she's really well mixed. Yeah, I could have used the KitchenAid, but all right, now we're just going to dump it out on here. Now we want our meatloaf to be shorter than the bacon all the way around because we want the bacon to fold over. You may want to try this next time, Jeff, if it works. And it's looking like it is. Beautiful. Now the magic happens. We are going to put our al dente macaroni on here. Now, if I'd had lasagna noodles, I probably would have used lasagna noodles because it might have laid out better. I am going to try and roll this up into a spiral, folks. If that doesn't work, we may have a problem. Now, again, like the bacon, you don't want the macaroni, the bacon and the meat, you don't want the macaroni past the edge. And then we're gonna do our green onions. Isn't that beautiful? You can hear my turkey in the background. Every time I talk, he gobbles. And now, the cheese. I may have too much cheese here, but really, folks, when do you ever have too much cheese? Okay, here we go. So I'm now going to try, well, maybe, and roll this in a spiral right to the edge. And if some stuff falls out, ooh, my meat's coming apart. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to do this with my parchment, and I'm going to squeeze it all, try and squeeze it all back together. But you know what, folks? It's really not that big a deal. Why? Because it's going to be wrapped in bacon. Maybe I rolled my hamburger out just a little bit too thick, but that's okay. Now we're going to try and pinch down the ends, or push the ends in. If you have anything falling out, just toss it aside. I'm just going to try and pinch these ends. Yeah, I got too much stuffing in here, folks. Too much. But again, when is ever too much too much? Okay, so now I'm going to kind of pinch that down. I'm going to kind of roll it this way. That's actually going to work a lot better. If your stuff overflows the ends, it makes it really difficult to pinch it closed. So you might want to do less, but you know me, folks. This is one of those occasions where less is definitely not more. So now, so that I can lift this if the paper doesn't rip. Oh, it's just busting all over the place. Okay, folks, I screwed it up. I broke it. But you know what? It's getting wrapped in bacon. So who cares? Now, we're just going to take our bacon weave, and we are once again going to roll this all over that way. Now, my bacon weave, again, didn't get enough bacon. See, because I'm overlapping the bacon here and I'm missing some here. But you know what, folks? Lack of perfection lends authenticity to your recipe. And yeah, that's my story and I'm sticking to it. All right, here we go. Okay. Woo, everybody, a collective sigh of relief. Hallelujah. All right, so this is going to go into a 300-degree oven for about 2.5 hours. Would you look at? All right, I'm going to, I've only got one lifter, so I'm going to cut this in half so we can have a look at the inside and lift it one piece at a half at a time onto the plate. Would you look at, whoops, that. Yeah. And there it is, folks. Macaroni and cheese stuffed meatloaf with a bacon weave. Oh, can't wait for Pop to get home. Okay. What do you think? Oh, what do you think?
It's good. Oh, I'm not waiting.
You're not waiting, huh?
No.
Smells too good?
Awesome.
This is the Miss Volfie from our half-acre homestead saying, what man doesn't love beef, macaroni and cheese wrapped in bacon? It's a no-brainer. Take care. Bye-bye.